Alright, man, we back. We got this dude that joined ISIS on Roblox. So I don't know. We got some food with us. This seemed pretty interesting.
Singapore were detained.
Let's see, man.
Charges.
I don't know how you joined ISIS
they claim to be, quote,
on Roblox. Roblox is a kids game, bro.
Car bomb that they hope to detonate at a local mosque. What's interesting about this case is that the two teenagers had met on the gaming platform Roblox, where they had seemingly self-radicalized and used the platform to virtually...
Bro, real ones played Roblox back in the day.
These teenagers were only 2 of 11 total people who have been prosecuted for similar reasons, according to Singapore's Internal Security Department.
The creators account.
Shocking how many examples are available of people pledging their allegiance to the Salafi jihadist group ISIS using Roblox.
This is crazy, bro. How did this go under my eyes when I used to play?
Infiltrate one of these communities to see exactly what is happening from the inside. But first, I want to talk about one more example of this happening, and you've probably heard about it before. In January of 2025, James Wesley Berger had planned a mass event at a Christian concert. He shared his plans on the Roblox platform, allegedly even sharing images of the weapon he planned to use via Discord. And he described in disturbing detail what exactly he planned.
No way!
He wanted to deal a grievous wound upon the followers of the cross. Shown in the screenshots provided in the criminal complaint is James Wesley Berger on his Roblox account, Craze3P. What I found...
For anyone that didn't already know, bro, obviously, ISIS and all these organizations, they're not actually, they're put out to stain Islam, you know what I mean? They're not actually what Islam stands for and what it believes in, you know what I mean? And actually all religions, no religion stands for like anything of what any of these organizations do, you know what I mean? These dudes are either on their own, they're probably just psyops, they're probably put out by bigger organizations, bigger elites. Now trying to push a certain image, bigger countries with like bit more propaganda behind them, you know what I mean? Trying to push a certain message out there. But I'll tell you this right now, Muslims do not stand for ISIS, because I'm pretty sure ISIS like are terrorists and shit, like they bomb people. So yeah.
The most interesting and even disturbing about these cases is the fact that none of these people were ever alone. They had always been shown
on Roblox?
Screenshots next to other Roblox players who had openly shared similar values. In my opinion, this would imply that there are organized communities of these people on Roblox, communities that engage in harmful and potentially even deadly activities. And I think that the only way to find answers would be
are they looking up like a real life
communities and join them for myself to find out what was really going on.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a TV show right now. What are y'all eating, man? Leave it in the comments. As I was saying before I started my ad, I'm eating some chicken strips, I'm eating a burger.
To track down an extremist community on Roblox. They are forced to hide behind the cover of seemingly inconspicuous usernames and group names. Take this community for example. You would think it's some sort of taxi service roleplay or something like that. But in reality, it's much darker. If the logo isn't enough of a red flag, you can look into the group roles, which include cell member, cell leader, and commander. These roles might seem rather tame at first glance, but they serve a specific purpose that we'll get into later in this video. Another method of identifying one of these communities is again by looking at its group name. A large portion of them use a series of dashes and lines to conceal themselves. This group, for example, might seem pretty random, and might be invisible to Roblox's moderation, but what gives it away is the attached image in the group description, which seems to show a rally of Roblox players in Daesh attire. However, some of these communities make little to no effort in concealing themselves, opting to use group names such as the Anti-Rebellion
here's the thing. Are they just are these like little kids role-playing as fucking ISIS members, or is this actually members meeting up like through Roblox so they don't get spotted? Like out in public, you know what I mean?
Peoples of Rizal. But perhaps the most important community in relation to this video will be a group called the Northern Region. This was actually one of the first communities I came across when I began my investigation. It had caught my attention because it had recently opened up and was active at this time, which was very rare for communities like this. They had often shut down very soon after opening up, either by being banned on Roblox or even Discord. So this would probably be one of my only chances to join one of these communities and potentially to speak to someone.
And also, bro, I'm not gonna lie, this dude is stupid for even joining this because, bro, if this actually ISIS, and like the FBI finds you connected anywhere near any of these people, bro, you're getting life in jail. Like they're not gonna listen to your little excuse. Oh, I was filming a video. Like they're gonna think that's like some cop. You know what I mean? You're getting life in jail.
The Northern region was a very short-lived Roblox community that branded itself as a milsim roleplay taking place in Syria. The community itself consisted of 6 different factions, each representing a real-world contingent. Of course, this first faction was a representation of the Free Syrian Army, and the second one was a recreation of the 75th Ranger Regiment in the United States Army. Now, these other groups, however, are based off of something a little bit more complicated. You see, this group here, I can actually confirm, is based off of Harakat al-Jihad Islami, a terrorist organization based in South Asia, which is a bit strange, considering this is supposed to be a roleplay community aiming to recreate the Syrian conflict, but anyways, this next group can be positively identified as an ISIS.
I was never up to some bullshit like this in
Roleplay.
Roblox. I was like
themselves in their attached Discord server. It's also in this Discord server that a lot of your questions are going to be answered. But for now, let's finish going over the rest of these groups. These other factions are difficult to understand, but looking at these pictures linked to both their groups and Discord servers, it's safe to assume that they are also roleplaying as ISIS or other related terrorist organizations. And taking a look at this list of factions, it becomes obvious that the purpose of this community was not to roleplay the events of the Syrian civil war. Instead, it was a gathering of terrorist roleplay groups. And as we dive deeper into this community, we will soon realize that this is not even about roleplay. Of course, the Northern region is no longer
crazy.
active as of today. I was extremely lucky to join it when it was active. At this time, it was owned and led by a user known simply as the Sewer Troll. He's a very well-known character in and outside of the community, for reasons we will come to understand very soon. For this video, I joined both the HAI groups and the confirmed ISIS roleplay group, and as we are just about to find out, these two factions would give us 2 completely different perspectives on what it means to represent a terrorist organization on Roblox. Before we participate in one of these community events within the Northern region, it's important to quickly clarify something. There is a fine line between simply role-playing as a terrorist organization and engaging/encouraging their ideas. The HAI group had made clear throughout their Discord server that they do—
Bro, how are you role-playing as a terrorist organization for fun on Roblox? Bro, Roblox is a kid's game, bro. The craziest thing I role-played as Roblox was like a fucking Starbucks barista, bro. I don't know if y'all know those games where you have to go audition to like to work at the Starbucks. Like you have to have proper English. Bro, I low-key learned how to speak English off Roblox, bro. Like with the punctuation shit. Am I crazy for saying that? Like literally. That's literally, bro. That's the craziest thing I roleplayed as a fucking Starbucks barista. And you had to go train and shit, and you had to learn how to type with like commas and periods, and you had to write the proper grammar. Like you can't type your, like you have to put the comma there. You have to know the difference between your and there. Like you know what I mean? Shit like that. These dudes are role playing today as ISIS and Daesh, bro. What am I looking at, bro?
not support the beliefs.
What the fuck am I looking at? This is crazy.
And they had seemed to only rally for the purpose of role-playing. It seemed like just a bunch of edgy teenagers role-playing as something edgy. I also joined a battle with the HAI, where we attempted to take on an enemy stronghold. After rallying in a voice chat, we equipped ourselves with ISIS-themed apparel, including a headband featuring the Shahada, and a Roblox face in place of the seal.
This is crazy.
After dressing up and gathering in a blob of soldiers, it was finally time to fight the disbelievers. We headed out in armored trucks and equipped ourselves with explosives. We then attempted to attack the military base.
Pieces of shit, bro.
The HAI group had lost this battle, but my time here wasn't done just yet. I wanted to speak to some of these group members to gather a true understanding of their purpose and their mindset. It seemed like they were just simply role-playing, but after speaking with some of the members, I had quickly realized there was something much darker going on.
Love Roblox?
What? Hold on.
Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards. Sign up for Microsoft Rewards and earn...
In the
Bro, what did that say?
Members were discussing their run, but after speaking with some of their members, I had quickly realized there was some...
I just made an ISIS recruiter get arrested?
something
What?
much darker going on. In the Discord group chat, members were discussing their run-ins with actual members of ISIS, who seemed to have been attracted to the aesthetic of this HAI group. One member had claimed to have mutuals in ISIS, who could at any moment be, quote, feted. Another member claimed he had already reported and even gotten arrested a possible member of ISIS. I decided to speak with at least one of these guys to gather more details, and surprisingly, he let me in on some pretty shocking information. He claimed to have been approached by a possible ISIS recruiter while playing Roblox. Initially, he had inquired about joining what he thought was just an ISIS roleplay group, but he would quickly realize what he had signed up for, and it was anything but just a Roblox group.
And he told me, first of all, I said, hello, brother, and he told me, are you Muslim? Instantly. He didn't even tell me hello, nothing. He instantly...
Bro, like I said, Muslims stand for nothing on what these terrorist pieces of shit do. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm going to tell my personal information to him. If he's like in an ISIS Roblox group, and it's like, you are not going to...
And this dude is a grown-ass man. You're playing Roblox, role-playing as ISIS members, bro?
Basically, yeah, I am Muslim. And he told me, what do you want to do? And I told him, I want to join the group. I didn't specify to join the Roblox group. So I told him, I want to join the group, yeah? And he asked me, like, some questions.
This alleged recruiter would ask him questions like, how old are you? What's your level of education? Do you have a passport? Are you in good health? Do you know anyone personally in this Roblox group? And are you married or do you have kids? These are absolutely...
Why do you blur out the word kids?
You would expect to be asked when joining a group on Roblox.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. This is a fake recruitment. Like, you think the actual ISIS, first of all, they can't speak a lick of English. And second of all, do you think they're actually in Discord texting kids on Roblox, asking them to join their group or their clan, whatever the hell it's called? This is fake, bro. This is fake. I would be laughing at that. If someone texted me that, I would generally start laughing.
But was this actually a member of ISIS attempting
Nah,
to use
there's
Roblox to recruit
zero
somebody?
chance.
I wasn't so sure. And
Negative
I wanted
zero
to see
chance,
if
bro. I'll
there
tell you that
was
right now,
any more
personally.
information I could dig up, so that maybe I could verify this as a fact or fiction. I would look to another terrorist roleplay faction, and what I would find would be very confusing to say the least, but dare I say, not very surprising. This other faction, named conspicuously with dashes and lines, made no effort in hiding their intentions. Of course, anything like gore and direct references to ISIS are prohibited in this Discord server, only because they don't want to get their accounts banned. Instead, members of this community are encouraged to chat in a Telegram server, where moderation is non-existent. It's in this Telegram
Don't
chat
join any
that the
Telegram servers, man.
intentions
Crazy shit
behind
goes on in
this
the app, I
community
heard.
are revealed. Simply looking at the Telegram group chat picture, we can get a pretty good idea of what we're dealing with here. It shows what looks to be a member of the ISISWAFFEN division, posing with a member of ISIS. Beneath them is simply the text, together. This implies a possibility I've already imagined when starting my personal investigation. These are ISISWAFFEN and Siegist LARPers, who consider ISIS to be a very close ally, and not for any religious purposes, but simply due to the fact that the Salafi jihadist group launches terror attacks around the world.
Pieces
a
of
very
shit.
similar principle to that of the ISISWAFFEN division, to cause chaos and the loss of life. It's a core principle of both of these organizations. I've talked about this more extensively in another video of mine, where I discovered an accelerationist cell of Roblox players, obsessed with Pol Pot and the Cambodian genocide. In this case, however, the obsession seems to have been ISIS. Going back to the Telegram channel, it's just filled with edits of mass casualty events and gore. Of course, this is something you would expect these types of people to be posting, and it's only 2 clicks away from an unsuspecting Roblox player. These two factions,
Fuck, bro,
the
imagine.
HAI and the ISISWAFFEN ISIS roleplay group,
Imagine
have shown
kids joining
two
this.
different sides of this extremist roleplay community. The HAI was filled with mostly Arab and Pakistani users, roleplaying with the aesthetics of ISIS, while attracting the occasional bad actor. This other community, filled mostly with Russian users, were much more interested in sharing a fascination with gore and beheading videos. But before I could even continue...
Bro, come on, I'm eating, man.
Something had happened that would end all of the progress I had made so far. My alternate account, the Discord account I used to infiltrate these servers, was suspended for violent extremism. I'm assuming because of the Salafi jihadist propaganda videos that were posted in these servers. Although I was happy to see Discord take action against these servers, I was also saddened to have lost a good chunk of progress. But just as this entire investigation lost its momentum, I would receive a suspicious email, which would provide entirely new information It informed me that I had made a massive mistake, not to have investigated the sewer
What the hell is that word,
while I had
Alberto?
the chance.
We're building the future of nuclear energy right here in Ontario, creating over 150,000.
Hold on. Alright, I'm back.
1,000 new jobs during construction and operation, delivering new opportunities for workers. That's how we protect Ontario.
Bro, are we serious, bro? Skip!
Much like the MMORPG, learning back-end development can sometimes feel like an endless grind. And as much as the world's first 300 fishermen,
This person, known simply in the Roblox community as the Sewer Troll, has an extensive and destructive history on the platform, but his influence had reached far beyond just Roblox. Starting in 2021, he's been an active participant in some of the most disturbing communities I've ever seen, like this one, known simply as Theos. The Theos community was run by a man known as Radical Theos. His community operated on an ideology based off of works like Siege, a terrorist playbook for the neo-Nazi movement. This would result in a destructive campaign aiming to, quote, fight for racial purity. This terror cell would record themselves committing crimes like arson and vandalism, targeting anyone they thought was a, quote, communist. Radical Theos himself even admitted in what he thought was a private group chat that he had stabbed somebody who he thought was a communist, with video evidence to back
What
this
does
claim.
communist mean again? What?
It's also in this group chat where it's revealed that Radical Theos is a teenager who lives in Greece, and he had started this terror cell with his friends from Roblox.
Fucking dickhead, bro.
In reality, none of this was a fight for race or ideology. This was all to satisfy a sick craving. a
Bro, and
thirst for
he did that in
destruction
real
and
life?
Human suffering.
Nah, this kid is fucked in the
This
head, bro.
is where the Sewer Troll was born, within the gore and terror-obsessed community of Theos. But this wasn't just confined within the walls of Telegram, as the Sewer Troll and Radical Theos would bring their influence and its path of destruction into Roblox. These two figureheads would gather enough of a following to establish their own community on Roblox. It would be called the Aryan Brotherhood, modeled after the American prison gang. Sewer Troll and his followers would roleplay as this gang in Roblox prison roleplay games, where they aimed to cause chaos by raiding servers in large numbers. They operated within a Discord server,
Bro!
where members shared common obsession with mass casualty events and ISIS execution videos, a common trend.
Bro, I actually remember getting raided by one of these ISIS groups, bro. No troll. What one is? I don't know if it was this exact one or like the other one that they showed at the beginning, bro. How do I remember this? I don't know how to remember this, but I remember playing like a rant. But when I was a kid, when I was like 11 or 12 years old or 9 or whatever the hell it was, I was in a lobby, and these like Arab terrorists just joined in, started flashing my screen with all these messages, and started playing some creepy ass music. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I had nightmares for like a good 5 days after that shit, bro. And I didn't touch the game. But then I hopped on after and it was all good. But bro, I remember them raiding one of my servers, bro, that I was in. And it was so fucking scary. And this is when I was a kid, bro. So imagine what's happening to these kids that are actually going out there and role playing as this shit, and then joining the Discord, joining the Telegram, seeing the actual stuff like in real life. Oh man,
And with Sewer Troll
This
and
is
its
bad.
communities. But believe it or not, this had only served as the foundation for a much more twisted craving. The real project for the Sewer Troll was not the Aryan Brotherhood. Instead, it was a bloodline. It was known as simply Vindex. To kind of elaborate on what a bloodline community is, it's a collection of dedicated followers who all share similar usernames on Roblox. In this case, all of the followers have Vindex at the end of their name. The Northern Region community was a subgroup made under the Vindex bloodline. It was not made out of passion for historical events, but for a love of human suffering. His community was filled to the brim with the most disturbing content you can even imagine, from beheading videos to fan edits.
bro, I'm eating, bro. Stop saying
Although
fucking
he wasn't
beheading, bro.
actually a
I'm
member
trying to
of
think of that.
ISIS or anything, he had a deep respect for the organization. because of their lack of empathy and their love for blood. And as we found out just earlier, the aesthetics and the content of this community had potentially attracted members of actual terror cells.
Wow.
This was, without a doubt, a gathering of the most extreme people on Roblox. The right-hand man to the sewer troll and the creator of the Theos community, Radical Theos, was responsible for terrorism and the distribution of inappropriate material. He was the person behind the camera in all of these disturbing videos. In the Roblox community, he was making a considerable amount of Robux by selling condo maps. I'm sure you know what these are, but if for whatever reason you don't, condo maps are basically actual roleplay games, and it's a
Roblox allows this
for porn-addicted Roblox players. He's also hinted at trading CSAM.
What? What am I reading?
Even dared to call him
out
to get in his way would be met with a barrage of threats, including swatting.
This dude is a menace, bro. Dropping Homelander gifts. That's fucking hilarious, bro. What you mean? Oh Lord, you're gonna SWAT? That's also a minimal thing I'm gonna do. I'll do shit they can't comprehend. They would have never guessed. Oh, nah.
This perverted and depraved individual.
Keep in mind, this dude's a teenager, bro. This dude's like 13.
Person with absolutely no morality. Together, they had led the
I'm gonna start using those Homelander gifts,
on
though.
a campaign of its own to satisfy their own fantasies. Popular extremist hotspots like Roblox's church game and even their own northern region were often the host.
How are these maps still up? That's like what I'm wondering.
The most vulnerable of people, often those under the age of 18. They would manipulate these people into hurting themselves and using their blood to Theos. They had even
No. How did he make you do it if this dude lives like across the he lives in fucking Greece, he lives across the fucking continent, bro? How is he making you do something like this? Nah, man, this is fucked.
From one of their
I hope that's fake. I hope that's not. I hope that's a ketchup or something.
Of course, they were using a similar playbook to extremist communities like 764. Looking at everything they've done, from the extortion to the terrorism, it would be easy to believe that these are terrifying individuals who possess a lot of power and influence over those who follow them. But this is hardly even the case. You see, behind the masks of scary internet doxers and manipulators, these are fragile people who only want you to believe that they are scary. In fact, they hide many embarrassing secrets that would destroy this fragile facade.
Oh, hold on. Did he get exposed? Identity.
The email I received from a supposed concerned viewer
was
not exactly what it may have seemed. It was sent by a user named Thomas Vindex, and was curated and vetted by the sewer troll himself. He had found out that I was already looking into him and his community, and he wanted to make sure I only received information that made him look tough and scary, and he wanted me to stay away from a particular segment of his history. One of his group chats would leak, and it would completely shatter his image. 200,000 messages were leaked from his most private group chat with his supposedly most trusted members. It's here where he formalized a plan to give me vetted info. It's also in this chat where the sewer troll begins to get worried, as he realizes I've obtained some info he hoped I would never come across. The sewer troll had openly shared his
So this fake? Hey, I'm fucking eating, you piece of shit.
Political and ideological opinions online. He often aligned himself to the most extreme, including the Salafi jihadist ideology and white supremacy. But behind the back of his friends, who all shared similar values, he was hiding a dirty secret. Despite his very public disapproval of the homosexual community, the sewer troll was having a romantic and sexual relationship with a 16-year-old boy over Discord.
What?
They met on the Roblox game Church.
No!
Hotspot I mentioned earlier.
No!
Relationship was to be kept secret, as revealing this would destroy
it's over.
Influence and his rather sinister reputation. The sewer troll and
no way
had extremely sexual
I'm your sui for oh my god, bro. Oh my, I don't even want, bro. I'm fucking eating, bro. Don't show me some shit like that, bro.
So much so that he was completely
oh my
oblivious
fucking
to something
god, bro.
that was happening behind closed doors.
Oh nah.
Roblox
career is down the drain, bro.
Of many different extremist communities.
Career is down the drain.
Anarchist Antifa communities to the far-right neo-Nazis. There is a common trend between all of them. They are in a constant state of conflict with one another, even those that share similar ideologies. The sewer trolls Vindex community.
What is that saying? The
strangers
darkest
with
will come to the light or some shit?
attacking other communities by raiding enemy Discord servers and doxing their leadership. Vindex was in a state of war with another Roblox community known simply as Cadden. These were two communities fighting for pride and influence. The Caddens were much larger and had much more influence. The sewer troll himself had initiated this war, hoping to win over some new followers and respect within the community. But this would only backfire in the most unexpected way possible. The sewer troll's boyfriend had gone quiet, leaving his messages unanswered for extended periods of time, and the sewer troll had become extremely anxious. He was worried that his secret relationship would leak out to the public, and this is...
This was the dude that was fighting people in real life and swatting them and shit?
And joined the rival community of Cadden. This was a massive blow to the sewer troll in the Vindex faction.
What am I watching, bro? What is this lore? He left him went to another clan or some shit?
Rival community. In a final act of revenge, the sewer troll would leak explicit images of his boyfriend to the public.
Oh my goodness.
His boyfriend was a minor at this time. It's unclear how old the sewer troll is, but what is clear are the cybercrimes he committed. At this point, the sewer troll had lost his status as a feared and respected figure within the community, as his friends left him one by one. His ISIS roleplay community...
What happened to the menace that was making people write shit on the wall in blood? Is this him, bro?
was shut down as it went inactive, and his Vindex bloodline was eventually terminated by Roblox. He was only left with a fraction of what he started with, and a stained reputation in the extremist community. But I'm sure you still have a few questions on your mind right now. Are ISIS recruitment cells something to worry about, as portrayed by the media? Honestly, no. I highly doubt ISIS themselves are lurking within Roblox, hoping to find some extra manpower.
They're not straight up, bro. I literally said that.
However, that extremist cells of wannabe terrorists cling to shocking and edgy aesthetics, often influencing those who stumble upon their communities. But as we found out together in this video, these people are in extremely fragile positions, as simply a revelation of a homosexual relationship had dismantled the sewer troll's empire. Extended interviews, transcripts, and detailed evidence will be available on my Patreon completely for free, so if you're interested in learning more, I recommend checking it out. Thank you guys again so much.
Alright, man, it's all good.